In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a custom tmux banner. Pay attention to the top right corner. I'm going to press a keymap right now. In my specific case, hyper S open square brackets. And as you were able to tell, I added some sort of animation to make the banner stand out. I'm setting the banner in tmux because that allows me to display the banner no matter what application I'm in. Notice that I'm inside neovim here, but I'm going to switch to my alternate session with hyperq space, and the banner is still shown. Notice that all my sessions are displayed here. I'll go to this one, the banner is still there. So let me go back to my .file session, and I'm going to show you how I set this up. What you can see right now on the screen is my tmux configuration file. Here is the path of where this file lives. I'm going to leave a link to my .files in the video description so you can go and grab this file. You will also notice that the tmux theme that I'm using is Catppuccin, as in here above, but I only set different colors for the theme. I have a video in which I go over the theme that I use, which is Eldritch, how I set it up everywhere on my system. Here's the name of the theme. Here's how I set the colors. You'll be able to find that video as well in the video description. In my specific case, I'm using macOS, and I'm using a tool called BetterTouchTools, so that when I press the keymap, it activates or deactivates the banner. I'm going to press hyper S close square bracket. Notice that the banner was disabled. Do you need macOS for this or BetterTouchTool? No, not at all. That's something optional. What makes this possible is the if shell command or argument in tmux. Notice what I'm doing here. If this file exists, I'm going to set this write module to directory. I'm going to set its text. I'm also going to set its color, and the icon, I'm going to set it to null. But if this file does not exist, I'm going to set the write module to null. What if shell does is execute the first command, which in my case is a block, as you can see here. If the shell command returns success, this is the shell command, or execute the second command, which is this one, if it's not successful. Let me open BetterTouchTools to show you. Notice that I have a keyboard shortcut here. So when I execute this keyboard shortcut, it's going to execute this script, banner on, or if I want to disable the banner, it's going to execute this other script, banner off. So I can execute this script from my terminal. I don't need BetterTouchTool at all. Let me do that right now. I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to jump back to my terminal. In my home session, I'm going to paste this here, and notice that the banner shows up. If I want to disable the banner, I can grab this other script. I'm going to paste this here. I just like to have a keymap to execute it because I find it easier. Instead of typing this, which is quite long to be honest, you could create an alias in your CSHRC or bashrc so that when you run banner on or whatever command you specify in the alias, it executes the script. That would be another option too. Now let me show you these two scripts so that you can set them up as well. I'm just going to go to my scripts tmux session. Notice that I switched to it. I'm just going to open neovim, and here is the banner on script. I have this in a private repo at the moment, but when the video is done, I'm going to upload it to my public script repo. I'm also going to leave that in the video description, so you can just copy and paste this. So what did I do here? I just created two functions, one to show the banner, one to hide the banner. So the show banner function creates this file, and then it reloads my tmux configuration. Notice that I specify the full path here for the tmux binary, but that's only because I'm using BetterTouchTool in macOS, and it does not recognize tmux in my path variable. I'm not sure why, but in your specific case, you don't need to do this. You can delete this part. You shouldn't have any issues. And then I just call the two functions one after the other, and this is what creates the effect of the banner flashing. Let me do that one more time so you can see. And remember, if you like this video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. If you want to know how I switch between my tmux alternate sessions, pressing hyperq space. Notice that I'm alternating between the last two sessions. I also have a video for that. I'll leave it in the video description as well. One more thing before I let you go. If you're using BetterTouchTool the way that I am, notice that I don't have a keyboard shortcut specified here. So I call this trigger by using its link, and I call it from Karabiner. So that's what allows me to press hyper S open square bracket to execute it. Notice that here's the file, .files latest, Karabiner rules.cs, and this is where I call BetterTouchTool to set the banner on or to set it off. If you don't know what Karabiner is or how to set it up, I have a very detailed guide in which I go over everything. You'll be able to find that as well in the video description. I tried to use environment variables instead of creating this file, but that never worked for me. So if you have better ideas, suggestions, leave them down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.